Have you ever noticed that some people celebrate your struggles more than your success? That they suddenly become distant when your life starts improving? Or that they seem supportive when you are stuck but strangely uncomfortable? When you begin moving forward, most people believe their greatest enemies are strangers, competitors, or people who openly dislike them. But the truth is far more shocking than that. Sometimes the people who secretly want you to fail are the same. People who smile at you, encourage you, and tell you they are happy for you. The most dangerous enemy is rarely the one standing in front of you. The most dangerous enemy is the one standing beside you while secretly hoping you never become more than what you are today. This is a truth many people discover too late, after years of confusion, disappointment, and betrayal. They spend years wondering why their confidence disappears after certain conversations, why their motivation fades after sharing their dreams, and why every step forward seems to be followed by unexpected negativity. What they fail to realize is that not everyone who walks with you wants to see you reach your destination. The uncomfortable reality is that success changes relationships. The moment you begin growing, improving, and becoming a stronger version of yourself, you force everyone around you to confront their own lives. Some people will be inspired by your progress and use it as motivation to improve themselves. Others, however, will see your growth as a reminder of everything they have neglected, delayed, or abandoned. And that is where the problem begins. Imagine two friends standing at the same starting line. Both have dreams. Both have potential. Both talk about what they want to achieve someday. But while one person takes action every day, the other continues making excuses. Months pass. Then years pass. Slowly, the person who takes action begins seeing results. Their confidence grows. Their life improves. Their future becomes brighter. Now something interesting happens. The second person is faced with a choice. They can either use their friend's success as inspiration or they can view it as a threat. Sadly, many choose the second option because inspiration requires effort, while resentment requires nothing. The reason some people secretly want you to fail has very little to do with you and almost everything to do with how they feel about themselves. When people are unhappy with their own progress, they often become uncomfortable watching someone else move forward. Your discipline becomes a reminder of their laziness. Your courage becomes a reminder of their fear. Your persistence becomes a reminder of all the times they gave up. Without saying a word, your success forces them to face truths they have been avoiding. And many people would rather see you fall than face themselves. This hidden jealousy rarely announces itself openly. It does not walk into the room and declare its intentions. Instead, it disguises itself behind subtle comments, fake concern, and quiet negativity. It appears in statements that sound harmless on the surface but carry a deeper message underneath. When you share a dream, they say, "That sounds difficult." When you share progress, they say, "Don't get your hopes up." When you share a victory, they immediately change the subject. When you face a setback, they suddenly become interested again. These signs are easy to miss because they are hidden behind smiles and friendly words. But if you pay close attention, patterns begin to appear. The strange thing about human nature is that many people are comfortable seeing you succeed, but only up to a certain point. They are happy when your success remains smaller than theirs. They are supportive when your achievements do not challenge their position. They cheer for you as long as your growth does not force them to rethink their own choices. But the moment your potential starts becoming reality, the atmosphere changes. The support becomes weaker. The enthusiasm becomes quieter. The encouragement becomes less frequent. And suddenly you find yourself wondering what happened. What happened is simple. Your growth revealed something they were not prepared to see. Deep down, every person carries a story about themselves. Some believe they are capable. Others believe they are limited. Some believe they can change their future. Others believe their future is already decided. When you break barriers and exceed expectations, you challenge the stories people tell themselves. You become living proof that excuses are not always valid. You become evidence that change is possible. And evidence is dangerous to people who are committed to staying the same. This is why some people become uncomfortable around dreamers, entrepreneurs, athletes, creators, and ambitious individuals. These people represent possibility. They represent action. They represent growth. And growth can be intimidating to those who have accepted stagnation. One of the greatest mistakes people make is assuming that everyone wants the best for them. While it is important not to become paranoid or suspicious of everyone around you, it is equally important to understand that not every smile is sincere, and not every compliment comes from a genuine place. Human beings are complex. Some people love you and envy you at the same time. Some people support you and resent you at the same time. Some people want you to succeed, but not more than they do. And some people secretly hope you fail because your success makes them feel smaller. The tragedy is that many talented individuals abandon their dreams because they absorb the negativity of those around them. They begin doubting themselves. They start questioning their vision. They allow the fears of others to become their own fears. Little by little, they shrink their ambitions to make other people comfortable. They stop speaking about their goals. They stop taking risks. They stop believing in themselves. And eventually they become another person living far below their potential. But the people who achieve extraordinary things understand something different. They understand that criticism is often a reflection of the critic, not the target. They understand that jealousy is often disguised as advice. They understand that resistance frequently appears when they are moving in the right direction. Most importantly, they understand that not everyone deserves access to their dreams, because dreams are fragile in their early stages. A seed does not become a tree overnight. It requires protection. It requires patience. And it requires distance from anything that threatens its growth. The same is true for your goals, your purpose, and your future. There will always be people who doubt you. There will always be people who underestimate you. There will always be people who secretly hope you remain exactly where you are. But their opinion does not determine your destiny. Their doubts do not define your future. And their limitations do not have to become your limitations. Because at the end of the day, the people who secretly want you to fail only have power if you choose to believe them. And what happens next is even more surprising. Because the biggest obstacle isn't the people around you. It's the voice they create inside your own mind. The greatest victory is not proving your enemies wrong. It is refusing to let their opinions become your identity. Every dream in history was doubted before it was admired. Every successful person was underestimated before they were respected. If you spend your life waiting for everyone's approval, you will die carrying gifts the world was meant to receive. So stop announcing every plan. Stop chasing validation. Stop explaining your vision to people who cannot see what you see. Work in silence. Grow in private. Let your actions become so loud that no amount of jealousy can drown them out. Remember this. Not everyone clapping for you is on your side. And not everyone doubting you has the power to stop you. The only opinion that can truly destroy your future is the one you repeat to yourself every single day. Protect your mind. Protect your purpose. Protect your peace. Because the people who secretly want you to fail are only watching.